When I was a kid, I saw my parents drink all the time. They were often too drunk to look after me, and half the time they didn't even know I was there. I'd take myself to bed and I'd think about that. Do other kids' parents drink as much as mine? Hurt people, that's what they say, isn't it? I grew up with problems all around me. I was young, I was drunk, and I was just sad, truth be told, and angry, scared, aggressive. I could feel it build up inside of me, like a storm. It wouldn't go away. It wasn't long before I found myself inside. This was my first stint in prison, and I was in and out for the next 40 years. My life nearly turned around more times than I can count. I thought marriage might save me, and it did for a while. I was stable, still drinking mind, and dealing drugs to pay for it, but stable. Then it collapsed, just like everything else. Divorced, back to square one, and it only got worse from there. I ended up living one of those lives where one more chance turns into God knows how many, and then the chances run out. I moved to London for a bit, and I was dealing everything. Cocaine, ecstasy, whatever I could get my hands on. Not just dealing, but using too. Before I knew it, I was doing heroin, daily. It's not like you don't want to turn your life around. It's just that every door you go to gets slammed in your face. You try to get a flat, but no one wants you as a tenant if you're using. Any money you do have tends to go on drugs or alcohol, coping mechanisms. Trying to get better feels impossible. I wasn't eating or sleeping. I was hallucinating frequently. I became suicidal. To be honest, I was barely living anyway. So what difference did it make? It took a long time before I realised why I felt like that. Years, actually. You see, every time I got locked up, I'd think, right, that's it, sort yourself out. I had to go cold turkey. That was hell. The problem was that I already felt alone on the outside, and now I'm in a cell, still alone, only I haven't got any drugs. And I need drugs. I can't do this. I have to do this, but I really can't do this. All this is going through your mind, plus everything else you've been through over the years, and you can't say anything. Don't say anything. Can't admit that you're depressed, anxious, shaking in your cell at night. There isn't any mental health support on offer, or if there is, I can't find it. There are some good things inside, training and courses. They help you pass the time. I did an MVQ in plastering, but when I was out, I couldn't just walk into a job, could I? You're not suddenly an employed plasterer and everything's great. You go inside with issues. You're released with issues. They aren't fixed when you're in there. Nothing is addressed or sorted. That's the real problem. You go in, serve your time, get released, go back to what you were doing before, because often you walk out of the prison with nowhere to go, no accommodation. Then it's back to being turned down from services because you're under the influence. Can't get mental health support until you're off the substances. Taking substances to cope with your mental health issues, it's a vicious circle. When you finally get the support you need, you almost can't believe it. I found support with Double Impact in Nottingham City. They help people recover from addiction. I had more than addiction going on though, and they suggested I contact Opportunity Nottingham. Finally, after over 40 years, I started getting the support I needed. Opportunity Nottingham helped me understand my problems and learn to accept myself, my past, and also think about the positives. I want to see a system that actually supports people and puts their mental health first. I've been there and I know what makes a difference. It's not practical skills or learning what to say at a job interview or any of that. It's the small things. It's letting people know that there's help out there. When you're at rock bottom, that's what's actually needed. You have to fix yourself before you can fix your circumstances. Even something as simple as a leaflet under my cell door telling me about mental health support options, that would have made a massive difference. If there was something available to me, I would have gone. I needed someone to speak to. With the right help, I'm finally on the path to living a fulfilled life. I want to become a drug support worker and reckon I can do it. It's never too late, but I think it's wrong that I had to wait so long for the right kind of help. So that's my story. It's also the story of many people I've served time with or known on the outside. The sad thing is though, a lot of those people didn't get the help I did. Who knows what the rest of their story is?